Imagine waking up every day with no alarm clock, knowing your bank account is growing while you decide how to spend your time. Whether that's traveling the world, crafting the perfect latte at your own cafe, or just enjoying a quiet morning. Sounds like a dream. Well, it could be your reality. Hi everyone, today we're diving into the incredible world of financial freedom. What if I told you that you don't have to work until you're 65 to enjoy your life? That's right. Today, we're exploring 5 powerful assets that can work for you, bringing in money even while you sleep. From owning pieces of big companies to becoming a boss of your own empire, we're covering it all. And I promise, by the end of this video, you'll have the keys to unlock a future where your income doesn't stop even if you decide to. Stay tuned as we reveal how everyday people are building their wealth, some starting with very little. We'll share success stories, tips, and even some pitfalls to avoid. And don't just watch, engage with us. Drop your questions and thoughts in the comments as we go. I'll be responding to as many as I can after the video. Ready to change your life? Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and let's get started on this journey to financial independence together. You won't want to miss a moment. Financial freedom means having enough money coming in regularly without needing to work all the time. To get there, you need things that make money for you, enough to cover your daily expenses. Today we're going to explore 5 awesome ways to make money work for you so you can relax more. First, let's talk about dividend stocks. Imagine owning a tiny part of a big company. Every now and then, they share their profits with you. That's what we call dividends. It's like getting a thank you card filled with cash just for owning a piece of the company. Different companies give different amounts. For example, Apple gives less than 1% of the price you paid for the stock, while ExxonMobil gives more than 3%. So if you own $100 worth of ExxonMobil stock, they give you $3 every year. It's important not just to look at the money they give, but also if the company is strong and likely to succeed. Getting money from dividends is a smart way to build a stream of cash over time, especially if you don't need it right away. Say you want to make $1,000 every month from dividends, you might need about $400,000 invested if the dividends average about 3%. That sounds like a lot, but many people reach this goal by letting their money grow, reinvesting the dividends to make even more money over time. It's a peaceful way to earn because you don't have to do much, and it's often taxed less than other income. Risks of dividend stocks. Dividend cuts. If a company faces financial difficulties, it might reduce or eliminate its dividend, which can cause the stock price to fall. Overexposure. Investors might be tempted to overinvest in high dividend yielding stocks, which can be riskier, especially if the dividends are not sustainable. Investing in dividend stocks can be a great way to generate passive income and benefit from the potential for capital appreciation. However, like all investments, it's important to conduct thorough research or consult with a financial advisor to ensure that the investment aligns with your overall financial goals and risk tolerance. Next up, let's dive into number 2, real estate that makes cash. Many folks think real estate is one of the best ways to build wealth, and they're right. Here's why. Over time, the value of real estate usually goes up. Think about this. In the early 1990s, an average house in the US was about $97,000. Now it's worth over $400,000. That's a huge increase. Plus, you can own real estate without all the money up front. Imagine buying a house for $200,000. You might put down $40,000 and borrow the rest. If your total monthly costs, like the mortgage and other expenses, are about $830 and you rent it out for $1,200, you're left with $370 each month. That's over $4,000 extra cash each year. The magic of real estate continues as it not only makes you money every month but also grows your investment without extra work from you. Think of it like planting a tree that grows on its own while you sleep. Here's how it gets exciting. Imagine your $200,000 house grows in value to $250,000. You could then borrow against that new value and buy another house. This way, with your smart moves, you're now managing $450,000 worth of property with just your initial $40,000. That means more money every month from not one, but 2 properties. Investors can engage in real estate through various means. Direct ownership, purchasing property directly. This can provide substantial control over your investments, but requires managing the property and dealing with tenants. Real estate investment trusts, REITs. These are companies that own or finance income-producing real estate across a range of property sectors. They offer a way to invest in real estate without having to buy the property directly. REITs often offer high dividend yields. Real estate funds. These are types of mutual funds that primarily invest in REITs and real estate operating companies. Flipping. This involves buying properties, renovating them to add value, and selling them at a higher price. Real estate is a diverse and complex investment category that offers potential for high financial rewards, but also involves various challenges and risks. Whether it's through direct property ownership, REITs, or real estate funds, successful real estate investing requires due diligence, market research, and sometimes professional advice to align with your financial goals and risk tolerance. Now, let's shift gears to bonds. Bonds might not be the most thrilling investment out there. They're kind of like the slow and steady turtles of the investment world. Their returns are often low, and sometimes they don't even beat inflation, but they have a special role. Bonds are like a safety cushion, softening the bumps during rough market times, which is super important if you're close to or in retirement. The famous investor Warren Buffett had a simple plan. If he weren't around, he'd have 90% of his money in straightforward index funds, which are like baskets of stocks that follow the market, and 10% in bonds. A finance expert tested this easy plan and found it worked really well, even better than some fancy investment strategies. Bonds also have another cool trick. Since markets go up and down, it's tough to know the best time to take money out. If the market's up, you pull from stocks because they're doing great, but if it's down, you pull from bonds instead. This way you don't have to sell your stocks when prices are low. It's like having an umbrella for rainy days, giving your stocks time to bounce back. Investors buy bonds for several reasons. Income generation. Bonds provide a predictable income stream through regular interest payments. Safety, especially with governments and high-grade municipal bonds, which are considered safer than stocks. Diversification. Adding bonds to a portfolio can lower risk and provide a buffer against the volatility of the stock market. Bonds are a foundational element of any diversified investment portfolio, providing steady income and typically less risk than stocks. Like all investments, they come with risks that should be understood fully before investing. Bonds suit conservative investors or those seeking a balance of income and safety in their investment choices. Next, let's explore the fourth asset, cash-flowing businesses. Did you know some of the best businesses aren't on big stock markets like the New York Stock Exchange? These could be places you visit like a restaurant, a coffee shop, or they could be things you use like ATMs. Some businesses are even online, like apps or software companies. The cool part? You can own these businesses without running them every day. Instead, you hire smart people to manage them for you, paying them well or even giving them a part of the business. Investing in a business might sound tough, but it lets you really control your money. You decide how much profit you want to take home, and you even get some sweet tax perks. For example, business owners can use money in smart ways before taxes hit. Say you own a chain of stores. You might buy a nice car using your business's money to visit these stores, and since it's for work, you get tax benefits. Cash-flowing businesses are seen as robust and resilient, able to fund their operations and growth initiatives through their own operations. This not only ensures stability, but also positions these businesses as lower-risk investments. Whether for a small business owner or a large corporation, managing cash effectively is crucial to long-term success and financial health. Finally, let's talk about number 5, startups and growth companies. Ever thought about how awesome it would be if you'd invested in Amazon or Netflix early on? While we can't go back in time, there are always new companies starting up that could be the next big thing. Investing in startups could make you a lot of money, but it's risky. Most investors only risk a small part of their money in these ventures. But if they pick the right one, their wealth could skyrocket. All these investment options are great, but the best investment? It's in your own education. Knowing more about real estate or stocks can turn your investments into big wins. By investing in your knowledge, you lay the foundation for making smart choices and building the life you dream about. Before you go, I have a challenge for you. In the comments below, tell me which one of these 5 investment strategies you're most excited about and why. Are you thinking about buying real estate, investing in a startup, or maybe even starting your own business? Let's learn from each other and build a community where everyone grows financially. And here's a sneak peek at what's coming next. We're diving into the world of cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. Whether you're a total newbie or already on board, you'll find something valuable. We'll explore how these digital assets work, why they matter, and how you might include them in your investment portfolio. Stay connected and remember, every investment in your knowledge pays the best interest. Keep pushing your financial boundaries and exploring new opportunities with us. Your journey to financial freedom isn't just a dream, it's a path we're walking together. Thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more content like this. Catch you in the next video. Here's to your investing success. Profitable investing.